My name is Clay Newcomb with MeatEater, and I want to talk to you about turkey hunting. I want to walk you through zero, just assuming that somebody had very little knowledge about turkey hunting, all the way to hero, how to kill a turkey. Here's the basics of spring turkey hunting, is that you're hunting during the spring breeding season, when gobblers they're in rut like a deer. They're trying to mate with females. The females are trying to find males. We're gonna use that against a gobbler turkey, his desire to breed a hen, and we're gonna try to call him into us, which is opposite of what happens in nature. So you get out to your land. You're gonna wanna get out there well before daylight and be in a position where you think you could hear a bird when it starts to get twilight. As the nighttime transitions into the daytime, it starts to get light. You'll start to hear Tweety birds, you'll start to hear crows, you'll start to hear owls, and that's when you're listening for a gobble. A lot of times what us turkey hunters do is we will make a crow call or an owl call to try to get a turkey to shot gobble. So it's go time when you hear one gobble. You're taking off, you're moving quietly through the woods, but you're also moving quickly because you want to get in there and get set up. Typically, you're gonna try to be within 150 yards, maybe even 100 yards of a roosted bird if you're in big timber and you can get there without him seeing you or hearing you. When you're setting up, he's not gonna want to come across a major geographic obstruction. He's not gonna wanna come across a big holler. You're gonna wanna set up in a natural, what you would think would be a natural corridor where he would wanna fly down and come to you. You're now gonna wanna get set up in a place with a lot of cover. I don't have a ton of cover right here, but you're gonna wanna get on a tree that's bigger than you. You're gonna wanna get in a dark spot. You're gonna want the sun at your back if you can. You can't always do that. And you're gonna wanna get hid as absolutely good as you can. Calling turkeys is an art. It's really what makes turkey hunting what it is. I really like calling. I take a lot of pride in the way that my call sounds, even though it's not the best in the world. It is the best at MeatEater, we all know. The first noise that you need to learn to make is the cluck, which is the foundation of all turkey calling. To make a yelp, you're gonna connect 3 to 5 to 7, doesn't really matter, different clucks together to make a yelp. Third call is gonna be a cut. It's gonna strike a response from that gobbler, and you're gonna wanna use it when you're really wanting to lay it on thick on him. There, I had a cut and I put a yelp on the end of it. There are times when I'm gonna use my mouth call and a pot call in the same scenario to try to sound like two different turkeys. Now my calling is gonna be dictated by how much that bird's gobbling. If he's responding back to every call that I give him, I'm gonna give him a little bit of what he wants, and I'm probably gonna shut up and be quiet because he's probably coming. If he's not responding to my call, I'm just gonna be patient and wait and see what he does. It's pretty hard to call a turkey off the roost. Usually the bird flies down and he already has some place on his mind that he wants to go, or he has hens with him that draw him away. It's now an hour after daylight, and maybe that turkey is to his strut zone with his hens and he's sitting in his comfortable spot. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to reposition yourself. If you can keep one gobbling all morning and you know where he's at, it's just a matter of trying different setups. When you're spring turkey hunting, we're wearing full camo, no hunter's orange. We're slipping around in the woods, making the sounds of the animal that we're trying to kill. Turkey hunting can be dangerous, but it's the onus is upon the hunter to be 100% certain of his target. Never shoot at anything that you are not 100% sure is a legal gobbler turkey. I now want to show you what kind of gear that I'm using. I'm going to dump this vest and show you everything I've got in here. But we're first going to start with my weapon. I'm shooting a 20 gauge. I've shot a 12 gauge for a lot of years, but I like the weight of a 20 gauge, and the new one's patterned really good. I've got a high quality turkey choke in it, and I'm shooting a quality TSS load. I've also got a good sling on here. Turkey hunting, you're moving around a lot. You're gonna want to put that gun on your shoulder. There's a lot of gear, a lot of small gear that you've gotta have. So you need to find you a good turkey vest. This is FHF gear vest. I'm just gonna go through every pocket. This is exactly what I've been using. I've got some locator calls, I've got a flashlight, I've got my face mask. I have multiple kinds of turkey calls. I'm carrying with me a single pot call and 2 different strikers. My go-to call is gonna be my diaphragms. In this pouch, I've also got gloves, something that's in every hunting kit that I've got. Any hunt I go on, every hunt I go on, I'm carrying this little Work Sharp field sharpener for sharpening a knife in the field. Nothing worse than having a super dull knife when you got to skin a turkey, skin a deer, skin a bear, whatever. I literally carry this everywhere I go. It's got an angle guide where you lay the knife at a prescribed angle and then bring it down. On both sides, you've got that built-in angle finder. It's also got a ceramic where it's got the built-in angle on the ceramic. Got all kind of options with this little field sharpener. Incredible. And the actual vest is a very important piece of gear. And really what you need is just the most minimal vest that will carry all your gear. And this right here is the main thing, will provide you a seat. Lastly, when it comes to gear, I want to talk about decoys. With a hard cast decoy like this, you're going to be carrying it in its own individual bag. And usually I'm just carrying a hen decoy. And so if I was using the decoy, I would carry it in this bag, just like this, over my shoulder. Usually where you're using a decoy is in a field situation or in an open area where a turkey might be 100 yards away, see the location of your calling, and him not seeing a hen standing there and him getting nervous and not wanting to come in. Number one thing with decoying a turkey is putting them in a visible spot. Number one, where the turkey's gonna see him. And number two, putting it in a spot where when the turkey comes in, you'll be able to kill him. I like to put my decoys about 15, maybe 20 yards max in front of me. And that turkey might see you if you set them within 5 or 8 yards of you. The biggest mistake that I see new turkey hunters make is very close to the moment of truth. When a turkey is inside of 40 to 50 yards of you and you're calling, he knows the source of that sound, you have very little room for error. They have the greatest eyes in the woods here in North America. I believe that. And so you've got to be in position, shooting position before that turkey appears. And you're waiting for that turkey and boom, you see him. And then all you have to do is drop your knee down.
Yes, sir.
Oh!
Bring it in.
Oh, man, I couldn't believe he crossed that fence. Heck yeah, man. Golly, that's a big old beard, isn't it?
I was
I bet that's a... But man, as soon as he sees you and locks onto you, you have got very little time before he putts, tucks his wing, and turns and leaves. When he comes in, you are gonna wanna aim at that the base of his wattles. And that way, when your pattern spreads out, that it's hitting, you know, the center of that pattern is hitting right in that turkey's neck. Very important. When you shoot that turkey and he immediately goes down and goes to flopping, safety is of number one concern. Put your gun on safety, jack the shell out of the chamber, but you gotta get up and you wanna go put your hands on that turkey. Now you've killed your turkey, You're probably a turkey hunting expert after watching this video, but man, the wild turkey is one of our most treasured and valued wildlife commodities we have on this continent. Good luck spring turkey hunting this year.